Welcome to day 246, Becoming Peace, Meditation, and Inspiration. The name of today's session is What is Loneliness? Have you ever felt lonely? There's much more to it than just being physically alone. Today, we're uncovering a centering thought, a place to shine some light on the shadows of your mind and heart that are sometimes difficult to face. Have you ever felt alone in a room of people? If the answer is yes, today might be a good experience for you. So sit back and rest your eyes. Take several deep breaths in and begin to let go of all the tension and heaviness that you carry with you physically and emotionally all day long. Take a few more deep breaths. And just relax. Today's centering thought comes from Haruki Murakami. Loneliness is not just the absence of people. It is the absence of purpose and the absence of meaning. When you find yourself in a world where everything seems alien and distant, where every connection is superficial, and every attempt to understanding is met with indifference, you realize that true loneliness is not just being alone, but feeling alone in the world that no longer makes sense. I'm going to hold space for you today to consider what your loneliness is. Where and when do you feel lonely? Also, who do you notice around you that might be feeling lonely? I'm going to mind the time until you hear a soft bell. Okay, let's come back now. Take a few deep breaths and reorient yourself into the room where you presently are physically. Take another deep breath in and out through the mouth. Good. I hope this was helpful today to shine a light where you may not want to visit very often. It might be a bit painful going through the recesses of your mind and understanding where your world no longer makes sense. That is loneliness. Sometimes it's good to be alone with your thoughts and have some space and not really have to entertain anyone or have conversation, but just resting quietly and peacefully. I hope you have felt today that the difference between you being lonely and you having alone time is quite different. One is where you're choosing to be in quiet reverie and slowing down. The other is a bit painful, where you realize that the world no longer makes sense. And sometimes it's quite ironic how we can actually be in a room filled with people we love, joyous occasions, happiness, birthday celebrations, and yet there's a feeling of loneliness in your heart. It's always a good idea to just surrender to that and process it, maybe with a journal writing or meditation, and keep asking a repeated question. Where am I feeling that the world no longer makes sense? Thank you for joining me today, and I really hope that you choose to share this session with someone you love and care about. Again, I will be back tomorrow, and I know that peace comes when I can make sense of the world around me. Thank you for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow, and I hope you will too. Bye for now.